Hello students, now I am going to discuss about the next chapter, sorting the materials into groups. Select the correct options. First question is this characteristics is used to group materials on the basis of appearance of their surface. So appearance of their surface means which is that characteristic. One is luster, transparency, conductivity, none of these. So based on the luster means shiny surface. So this characteristic used to group this luster characteristic used to group materials on the basis of appearance of their surface. Next question, which property does a jeweler consider while choosing a metal from jewelry? So which of the options are flotation, hardness, transparency and luster. So based on the luster shiny surface, a jeweler consider while choosing a metal for jewelry. Next, which property of materials should a blacksmith keep in mind while making a hammer? So hammer ಮಾಡಬೇಕಿದ್ರೆ ಯಾವ property na so they will keep in mind. Options is flotation, appearance, hardness, transparency. So answer is hardness. So based on the hardness they'll make the hammer. While next question is which property of material should not be considered while purchasing a cooking utensils? So which property? So appearance. Next question is what is flotation? Flotation means it is the act of an object to float in water. So it is called as flotation. Flotation is the act of an object to float in water. So it is called as flotation. Next question is what are conductors and insulators? Explain with examples. Answer is some materials can conduct electricity. They allow electricity to pass through them. They are called as conductors. Metals such as silver and copper are good conductors of electricity because they pass the electric current through these substances. These are called as these are called as conductors. Next, non-metals such as plastic and wood, they are bad conductors of electricity. They are called as insulators. Insulators do not allow electricity to pass through them. They are called as insulators. So this is about the chapter sorting the materials into groups. I hope all of you have understood. Please learn and practice these questions. Thank you. Hardness, flotation and conductivity. So while purchasing a cooking utensil, which kind of material we should not take? The flotation property of a material we should not consider. Okay, so flotation property of material should not be considered while purchasing a cooking utensils. Next question, while choosing a material for a window pane, what property of a material should be keep in mind? One is solubility, conductivity, transparency and hardness. So the right option is transparency because you want to see what is happening at the other side of the window pane, right? So transparency is the right answer. Next is mustard oil is dashed with water. So you know that mustard oil when mixed with the water, it will not dissolve completely, right? It will form a separate layer. Hence the option is immiscible. Next question is sand, pencil shavings and chalk are dashed in water. So will they dissolve in the water? No, they will not dissolve. The substances does not dissolve in a water. They are called as insoluble, right? Insoluble materials. The sand, pencil shavings and chalk are insoluble in water. Coming to this fill in the blanks, the method of grouping objects on the basis of certain similarities and dissimilarities is called dash. Answer is sorting. So it is called as sorting. So here one more important question. This is metals like gold and copper have a dash surface. They have a shiny surface. They have a shiny surface. Materials through which we can see things only partially are called dash. What are they called as? Whether they are transparency or translucent. They are translucent. You can see the object at the other side partially, not completely. They are called as translucent materials. And liquids that dissolve in water are said to be dash with water. They are miscible. If they dissolve, if one liquid is dissolved in the other liquid, they are called as miscible with water. Next, the act of an object to float in water is called dash. It is called as flotation. It is called as flotation. Next, plastic is used to cover electric wires as it is an dash. It is an insulator. It is an insulator. It does not conduct electricity. So these are the fill in the blanks. Now we'll discuss about the questions. Answer the following questions in brief. First question, what are the advantages of grouping materials? So most of the time we group things as per our requirements. Sorting makes our life more organized and orderly, arranging things in different groups makes it easier to locate items of different types. So now we get different items now based on one property. We will separate it. We will organize or we will arrange it. So it is easy to locate the items of different types. Next, list the properties of matter which help in sorting the materials. So what are the different properties? Properties such as appearance, hardness, conductivity, solubility, flotation, transparency help in sorting of materials. What is the difference between soluble and insoluble materials? Materials such as salt and sugar which completely dissolve in water. They are called as soluble materials. So materials such as sand and chalk which do not dissolve in water. So even after a vigorous stirring, they are called as insoluble materials. Next question is, differentiate between miscible and immiscible liquids. So answer is, liquids that dissolve in water are said to be miscible, whereas liquids that do not dissolve in water, they are said to be immiscible liquids.